Hi guys, thank you all for watching. We are so excited to come back to you all. Thank you all for watching our previous video. We were super excited to see all your comments. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button down below. Today we are back again and we are talking about our love story and how we met. We get asked a lot of questions about how we met. It's funny that we were tricked into dating initially, and we just wanted to tell you all this story so you can get to know a little bit about us, and then we're gonna move on to other exciting stuff. Babe, do you want to tell the story?
Yeah.
You tell it better.
Okay. So full disclosure, there's a lot of people that I have lied to about how we met. So anyone that watches
it gets very confusing when we tell like, the real story.
They'll be like, wait, this is not the same story that this guy told me. So as she said, we were kind of tricked because basically when I was at university, I met Pam's uncle, one of her uncles, and he became like my older brother and everything. And you know, he basically, back then, the type of girls that I was into is like kind of rough, ghetto girls that, the kind of girls that if you get into an argument with them, you have to sleep with one eye open because she might stab you, like that kind of stuff. So he was kind of like, why is it that you're into these kind of girls? Like, why don't you get yourself like a good, Ghanaian girl that, will take care of you and all that stuff? And I said, I'm not trying to hear all that. I'm not interested. This is what I like. And that's how it will be. So anyway, he said to me that, I have my niece that's in Ghana right now, and she's coming to England to come and visit me. I'm filing the visa for her and all that stuff. So he's like, I want you to talk to her so that you guys can get comfortable and like, see if something works out from there. So I said, nope, not interested. I'm not interested in talking to a girl that is in a different country and all that stuff.
Babe, why was that? Why didn't you want to talk to a girl from a different country? This is a question I never asked you.
Back then it was kind of like, I know today is kind of the norm where people are in online dating, long distance relationship and all that stuff. But back then, this is like 2007, that wasn't normal.
Right.
Like, it was not normal to say that, you're talking to someone on the phone and you fall in love and all that stuff. Like, and you're dating. That's your girlfriend or your boyfriend.
Right.
It wasn't normal. So I wasn't interested. So basically he still, even though I said I was not interested, he went ahead and sent her, or allegedly sent her, a photo of me. And then he also showed me a photo of her. And I said, yeah, she looks nice. But I said, I'm still not interested. So then, being the type of guy that he is, and knowing the type of guy that I am, he came back and kind of hyped me up and said, bro, like, she said you're buff. And, at that time I was working out in the gym a lot. So he's like, she said your arms are so big and everything. And so that's when I was like, oh, okay. Like, she really said that about me? He said, yes, like she's really into you. Meanwhile, she never said none of this.
I didn't even know anything about what was going on, but I was told the same story that he had shown a picture of me to him, and he said that I was the best thing ever and everything. And so I was like, oh, okay. Back then I wasn't dating anyone, but I was interested to get to know who this British guy was that was interested to know me. So I said to James, just let us talk and see how things go. But I don't know if anybody knows who my husband is or if they know what he's like. He was not very talkative at all over the phone. He just said very few words, so I was very confused about it. I remember...
Just to mention one thing, I was drunk. I had been drinking because this was when I was in university, and I was, you know, kind of a bit of a party animal. So I was drinking, and that was the first conversation that we had.
Okay.
So I was trying to choose my words carefully. I was trying to not slur my words and everything.
Okay. So anyway, moving forward, we barely talked for a little bit, and then he called me out of the blue. So that was very shocking to hear him over the phone. And when we first actually had our very first conversation, which I would call our very first conversation because I wouldn't classify the very first time as a conversation. It was basically, hey, how are you? You know, good, yeah. But when we actually talked, we talked for hours. We talked for hours, and I was like, oh, he's actually cool. I had not known anyone who was Jamaican, so I was a little bit intrigued, and he didn't seem any different from, you know, just the regular guys. He seemed very polite. He was very honest, is what I really liked about him. He told me up front he was in some dodgy relationships and stuff, and you know, I like that about him because I was not used to guys being honest with me.
Yeah, and with that conversation that she mentioned that we had, the kind of the first one, that was because I wanted to redeem myself. Because I said, even though I'm not interested in this girl, I said, at least I don't want her to think that I'm a fool. Because the time that, going back to that initial conversation when I said I was drunk, it was a case of her uncle said, oh, she's on the phone, he was talking to her, and then he said, here, why don't you say hi to Ash? And I said, no, I don't want to talk, and then he put the phone to me. And that's where, you know, I just didn't say much. But yeah, I redeemed myself. I said I'll call her, let her know that I'm a nice guy and that I'm not a fool, despite what she may have thought previously. And as she said, you know, I bought a phone card, and I think it gave like 5 hours, and then we used the whole 5 hours talking on the phone. That was the point where I was like, oh, she's actually nice. I actually like this girl. Like, she's nice to speak to. She's polite. She seems like she's raised well. And then I think the next day, called her again. Same thing, 5 hours straight. And then it just continued every day. I spent so much money buying phone cards just to hear her voice.
I was worth it though, right?
Yes.
I was in college in Ghana, and I was a student. I wasn't really working, so I couldn't afford to buy phone cards to call him. So he was the one who kept calling me all the time, and we would talk for hours and hours and hours. Sometimes we would talk till the sun rose, and it was like there was a time difference also, so it was you know, we made it work. It was wonderful talking to him. He became my best friend, where I could tell him everything. We weren't really dating then, I wouldn't say. We were just friends. We were friends where we could talk to about everything. So I think it was one time that how we decided we were dating was, I think it was one time he might have gone to a party or something, and I called him, and he was like, no, I'm not doing anything here because I told everyone I have a girlfriend. And I was like, oh, do you have a new girlfriend now? He was like, yep, I have a new girlfriend, and it's you. I was like, oh, okay. I was so excited because I liked him, and you know, I just saw myself as dating somebody like that. I thought it would be very refreshing to date somebody that was very honest, that, you know, I could be myself around. but you have to keep in mind we had never seen each other in person. So it was, I was very nervous that, this was a huge responsibility for me that, okay, we're in a relationship now, but we haven't met. What if he sees me and he doesn't end up liking what he sees?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just continued on from there, just talking on the phone and sending pictures to each other. Even this time, it was just emails.
Emails.
We were sending email pictures.
Yeah, email pictures. And then he told me to sign up for Facebook. This is how long ago it was. And I went to, I think I was in uni. There was a cafe somewhere. I went and signed up for Facebook so I could like his pictures and he could like my pictures. Funny story. So anyway, I was supposed to be going to England to go meet him. It was so exciting. And then, yeah, your girl got refused the visa.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got refused the visa to go to England. I think about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, how long ago it was. But yeah, I tried several times to go and I got refused the visa.
And that it wasn't the first time that she got refused the visa. And that's where, again, I said from the beginning, I lied to a lot of people about how I met Pamela. That what I said is that, oh yeah, she came here on vacation before and that's how we met and we hit it off, and then she went back to Ghana and we continued talking and stuff like that. But really, no, I had never seen her before. And because she kept getting refused the visa every time, people started asking questions like, so how is it that this girl has been here before but then she keeps getting refused the visa? Like, I don't understand. So
yeah, so it was very interesting how we survived that disappointment several times. It was very heartbreaking, and we got to a point where I didn't want to keep him from moving on with his life, and so we had that discussion as to what do we do from now? Should we just break up this relationship that never got a chance, or what do we do?
yes, and I'm a person that I find it difficult for change. So I was kind of like, I've put all my effort into this
you
girl.
had invested.
Yeah, I'd invested time into this girl, so I can't allow this to be the end where I haven't even seen her yet. I haven't even touched her. So that was where this is like a year now.
Yeah, it had been a year.
It's now 2008. So a year of just talking on the phone, not seeing each other. So then I said, you know what? I will come to Ghana. So I will come to Ghana when I have my my spring break from college, from university. And meanwhile, I've never been to Ghana before. I've never been to Africa before. I think, I don't remember how old I was, like 21 or so.
I don't remember, but
yeah. I was young. I've never traveled by myself before. So you can imagine my parents were like, you're going to Africa to see a girl that you've never met before. So, but they gave me their blessing. And then I went to Ghana, and then that's when I first laid eyes on her.
Yeah, I was so nervous. I was super duper nervous to see him because, we all wonder, like, are we gonna like each other? And you were coming for what, like 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
And then the thoughts were, what if he comes and the first week, we break up, what's gonna happen? And mind you, my mother didn't really know he was coming to see me either. So that was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
When he came, I had a lot of challenges. If you're African, you know that usually parents and society don't really, or didn't at that time, encourage dating outside of your culture, or dating somebody you didn't know, and how, he was in another country and his parents weren't even Africans and all that stuff. There were a lot of challenges and stuff, and basically
and her uncle took a lot of abuse for even introducing us.
Yes, yes, he sure did. They were like, why did you introduce them? What is wrong with you and stuff? But when he came, I was brave enough. I think it was one of my friends that told my mom that he was here, and my mom called me and she said, I've heard that he's here, and some guy or whatever. I think she already knew about you and all that stuff, but she was like, I heard he's come, and she was very calm about it. So she said, why don't you bring him over for lunch? And he came with me, and she was very cordial.
But just before that, like, I want to mention that, some people may ask question, what did we think when we seen each other?
Yes, yes, yes.
So I know when I seen her, she was wearing what Jamaicans would call bati riders.
Oh my God. I was in college.
I was like, whoa. I was like, I definitely made the right decision, because in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm taking a risk coming to a foreign country that I don't have no family here. I don't know anybody. So what if this girl tries to set me up, where as soon as I get off the plane and come out the airport, there's some people waiting to rob me?
That could be a catfish.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just took a leap of faith, and then I just seen her standing there. I didn't see nobody else, just her. And I think she was wearing I think it was a bright green top, and then white bati riders. And at that time, I didn't see the back of her yet. It's just the front shape. And that's why I said, whoa. So then when she turned around, that's when I was like, oh my God, I've made the right decision here. Because, what do you say? You people say you have body.
Yes, we say you have body. Yes.
Yes.
My first impression of when I saw Ash, I thought he was very handsome. He was exactly what I imagined him to be. He was very buff, and at that time, when he landed at the airport, everybody thought he was this Ghanaian football player,
Junior
soccer
Agogo.
player called Junior Agogo. They all thought he looked like him. I
had a lot of special treatment.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially my aunt used to work for airline. So every time I would fly, I would get a hookup to get business class. So that kind of made it even worse. I don't think I look like the guy personally. I think he passed away, so God rest his soul. But everyone thought that I looked like this Junior Agogo. So I think that made it even worse that I'm in business class. And then I get off the airport and I see people taking pictures of me and filming me. So, yeah.
I went with a friend because I was nervous. I was so nervous. I went with a friend, and then we went to the apartment place that you had gotten and stuff. It was very nice. He had a really nice time. My mom was very cordial to him. I mean, she did give him...
She scared me.
Yeah.
Because when I'll never forget, when I walked through the gate, she was up on the balcony. So I looked up, and then the first thing she said is, "London boy." So I was like, oh.
So, I didn't even know that. Where was I?
You were right next to me.
I guess it was just nerves, but she gave him some pork dish. He didn't.
And I don't eat pork, but out of respect,
He ate it. He ate the pork. He ate the pork.
So,
she really did like him when she met him. She thought he was polite. I think it was just the perception that she had. I think she probably thought that he was, this, I don't know, stereotypical Jamaican, British boy that, she thought, I don't know, he had tattoos everywhere or whatever.
yeah, because she thought I was going to have dreads.
Yeah, she thought he was going to have dreads or whatever. And when she met him and talked to him, she actually liked him and was nice to him, made sure that he was comfortable and stuff, which was very shocking, considering I had been through so much. We'll probably share that story another time about the stuff that we went through whilst we were talking over the phone and all that stuff. But yeah, we wanted to share a little bit about our love story. We'll come back with another episode about of what happened after we met and our relationship from then on. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please share, comment below, let us know what your thoughts are, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you. Bye.